Welcome back to Health Coach Corner. It's Jessie, and I decided to do another food day. This time of year, barbecues and all that kind of stuff is kind of big. Everybody wants to be grilling and outside, and one of the common things in those situations is potato chips. Obviously, with a program, you cannot have potato chips, and in all reality, they aren't the best thing to have anyways, with all the additives and junk that's in them, and just the starchiness of the potatoes. But a great alternative is zucchini chips. Or zucchini fries if you'd rather. So I'm going to show you how to make them. I have my air fryer here, which is amazing. I got this beginning of the year and I love it. I've made so many different things with it. You can get so many different gadgets to go with it too. You don't need them, but they're fun to play with, so I recommend it. But with the zucchini chips, I just take a mandolin and slice up my zucchini. I already have some prepared here. Doesn't take long. And because of the high water content of the zucchini, I recommend blotting them with a towel quick before you cook them so that they don't take as long, they don't get as soggy when they're in the air fryer. Now, obviously I have a little too many right here, but I just lay them out on a paper towel, blot them a little bit, and when you're putting seasonings on them, you can just sprinkle it right on them when they're laid out on the paper towel if you want. Otherwise, one of the other things that I do on occasion is I put them in a Ziploc baggie and then sprinkle all my seasonings and stuff in there and shake them up. But I'm just gonna sprinkle the stuff on the paper towel. And I have my go-to seasonings here. I have my garlic powder, pepper, onion powder, and pink salt. I use these flavors on pretty much everything I make. But you don't need a whole lot. Just sprinkle it on there. Make a little bit of a mess, apparently. And then you don't have to have extra trays for your air fryer. I decided to use one today just to get a little bit better air circulation. But with air fryers, they're basically mini convection ovens. So you can make pretty much anything you want to in there in a fraction of the time. I have made frittatas in there. I've made shish kebabs. I've made cakes. There's so many different things that you can do with these things, and they're amazing. So what I do when I'm done sprinkling everything on my zucchini slices, I will put them in my air fryer, and I have some made already. They look like this. Obviously, they shrink down a little bit, but they get nice and crispy. And obviously, the thicker the zucchini slices, the longer they'll have to be cooking in here. The thinner they are, the faster they'll be. So I recommend if you have thinner slices, don't have a lot of layers in here or racks, because the higher they are to the top of the air fryer inside, the more they'll burn. I've learned that the fun way. If you don't use the little racks that can purchase separately, you're gonna want to shake the little fryer thingy about halfway through so they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. But you set the setting to about 350, 400 degrees, maybe 10 minutes max total time in the air fryer, and you have these little chips. They're tasty. You can season them however you want to. Once you're in reset or off the program completely, you could drizzle them with a little bit of oil if you want to, or I know people who've done a balsamic vinaigrette with them. There's so many options, so don't feel like you have to limit yourself. And I've made zucchini chips, I've made zucchini fries, asparagus fries, sweet potato fries. There's so many different options with an air fryer, and so I recommend checking it out. I got mine from Amazon, pretty cheap. You can get them as cheap as $40 or so, and as expensive as over $200. I am not that committed to paying for equipment, but mine was about $80 or $90, and it works great. Holds a lot of different foods, and again, so many different options that you can do with the air fryer. So if there is anything else you'd like us to make, let us know. I'm always looking for more ideas for my clients. And any questions, or if you want to set up an appointment, call the office or comment below, and we'll see you next time on Health Coach Corner. Have a great day. Bye.